Hello, this is Skate36. I'm here this time with a kind of food review. Just because I mentioned in my walkthroughs that I eat gluten free, and that's all I can eat. So, yeah, I have celiac disease. And, this is going to be a couple of things I found today. That's good for me. This is just some potted meat, kind of like, you might hear the football game in the background, West Virginia versus Texas. So, and I'm here at my grandmother's. So, say hi, Grandma.
Hi.
Yep. Well, so yeah. And we was out shopping earlier, so she got me some of these gluten-free cookies. These are gluten-free honey cookies. And as you can see, I already kind of got into these. These were pretty good. And yeah, they're basic cookie. It's almost like almost like some shortbread, to be honest. But they're a little dry. But no more than your average cookie. They're crumbly, and they're very sweet. When I expected honey, I thought it would be a little sweeter, but it's still pretty good. Otherwise, it's still pretty good. And yeah, the brand is this is the brand name. I can't say that, so I'm not even gonna try. Well, we got these at the local Big Lots. Just a store. In case you don't have one in your area, it's a store that is mostly it's more like a Walmart, I guess. They have a lot of food sections, but they also have other stuff like patio furniture, and pillows, stuff like that. But yeah. Anyway, I'll open this here in a second and show you what's inside the chocolate one. As you can see, this one was already broken in half. And a lot of them are a bit broken up. I don't know, it's just, they're very dry cookies, so I can see that happening during the transportation. But yeah. Anyway, here I go. Wow, that is good. It's not, the honey cookies are sweet, but the chocolate chip is more of a dark chocolate. So yeah, but it's the same. And to me, it looks like these ones are just a little bit thinner, but just by a little bit. Yep. But yeah, there are small bits of chocolate in there. And I have to go in for a second bite. Yeah. I say I like the honey ones a little better, but these ones are really good. Because I like dark chocolate, personally. I mean, I like the milk chocolate a little better, but dark chocolate, it's one of those things I just get the taste for sometimes, and I just have to go and get a big bar of it and just chow down. But, yeah, these are really good. And this is some potted meat. Now, there's no I don't think there's anything specifically saying that it's gluten free, and you have to be careful about that when you have to eat gluten free. I mean, it's though it should be all right. There's nothing particularly there's nothing particularly noticeable on here on the ingredients, so it should be fine. I guess the one thing I might have had to have looked out for is one thing I may have to look out for would be the mustard, not mustard, the natural flavors, but they're not. So I think I could take the risk here and go for it. I've never actually had potted meat before. I've had pate. I've had went and got some. One of the local stores has a like multinational foods, ethnic foods. It had I think you'd call it bishnit. It's a Russian kind of pate. It's really good. I thought it was really good. I first heard about it on another YouTuber's video where he was doing a Russian IRP, and he said it was good, and he had said it was good. He ate it a lot as a kid, and yeah, but yeah, I thought the bishnit was really good. It's a lot thicker than a pate, in my opinion. But yeah, anyway, gonna open this up. And to eat it, I mean, I don't like just random foods. I got some Grandma Utz potato chips. Grandma Utz is a pretty notable brand. It's got these thicker, it's got these really thick potato chip bags, and if I can find it for here, yeah, and it says right on the pack that this is a gluten-free food. And that's usually what you want to look for, things that specifically say gluten-free. Because, I mean, like anything not gluten-free could be being made where there is stuff that would ordinarily be gluten-free. So, say a bag of chips is being made or better yet, Kraft, even if there's something that normally wouldn't have wheat in it, because it's made by Kraft, the company that's making other stuff, you could easily get cross-contaminated, and you could easily just get and it could, like, for me, it's gonna give me terrible stomach pains. Like I'd be like huddled on my bed kind of stomach pains. And it went like that for years before I finally figured out what was up and what I had. So, yeah, gonna go ahead and open this and give it a shot. Alright, I'm back. This is, yeah, smells just like Vienna sausages. Kind of imagine, yeah, it's about the consistency of a pate. Or, that's good. It's very salty. Like I imagined it being very salty. But it also got that Vienna sausage flavoring. Now let's try it on a chip. Oops. Yep. Here we go. Wow. That's good. The flavor of the chip just kind of mellows out that salt. For some reason, I guess. I don't really know how that works, but that's really good. God, I don't think I'm going to stop eating this. This is really good. I mean, this isn't going to be for everybody. Like my grandmother, one of the reasons I had to come into the kitchen, because she can't stand the sight or smell of potted meat, nor can she stand Vienna sausages. So yeah, she pretty much told me I'm doing this in the kitchen. But yeah, I particularly like the smell, taste of Vienna sausages. I've been eating them since I was a kid. I mean, when I was a kid, I ate them with saltine crackers. Of course, and it's one difficult thing finding like saltine crackers that are gluten free. I mean, you don't that just saltines or the or most brands of saltine crackers are not gluten free. But yeah, it's very good. And this is Hargis House. This is Hargis House potted meat. And yeah, it was not bad. Really good. But there was something else I think else. Also, just as a side note, this is I never actually cared, nor did I look until I was diagnosed with celiac just a couple years ago. But you know, so. All right, I'm drinking Code Red Mountain Dew. It's kind of one of my favorites. The first one I tried Voltage back when it first came out, and it was really good. It was different. But yeah, I guess one of my favorites is Code Red. But there's a couple others that I like a little better. And the majority of sodas, the majority of the brands of sodas that are out there are gluten free. It's just, man, it's soda. There's not much point in putting wheat in it. Now, beer, on the other hand, is another story. That is very difficult. Fortunately, like most hard Captain Morgan traditional spiced rum, that's gluten free. Then there's a couple other things that are gluten free out there that there's a couple other liquors and alcohols that are gluten free. But most hard ciders I've had, most of that kind of stuff, it's gluten free. Except for I think it's Reds. I think it's Reds that I can't have. Yeah, pretty sure because I remember I used to like their strawberry ale, but now I can't have it anymore. But yeah, this has just been a quick. I guess it's going to be like a 14-minute video. It's 13 minutes now. It was just a quick video to give you a taste of. I'm going to start doing reviews on foods that I find the different kinds of foods and cookies and cakes and you know potted meats and stuff I can find, and I'll just give a review just to give over the taste. Because the thing that one made me want to do this is that there's a lot of people talk about how you can avoid gluten and how you can like stay away from the gluten and all that other stuff. But I'm only seeing a few people actually give a review on specific items. Like, I've never actually seen these cookies before until today. My grandmother just looked over and found them for me. And yeah, and they're really good. I mean, and a lot of people when they hear gluten free, they think cardboard. They think it's going to taste terrible. They think it's going to taste bland or like cardboard. And yeah, admittedly, there's a lot of gluten free stuff that does taste kind of bland. But it's only within the last 20 years or so that people started caring about gluten free stuff. At least like really started to see that there's something wrong with gluten that you're not supposed to, that it's not, some people just doesn't agree with. But yeah. And as I said, it's just, I've noticed people not giving actual reviews, and well, and I think I'm going to also do some restaurant reviews around Martinsburg, West Virginia, there's actually a lot of really good restaurants, and they're more mom and pop style places where you got your little diners and your other stuff, and some of those diners actually do cater to, and some of the diners you think like family run restaurants or restaurants that are just like mom and pop ish, you think they wouldn't have much gluten free stuff, but they actually do cater to, if you ask specifically, to no bread, no wheat or anything. They'll get you what you need. They'll get you what you ask for. And I'm gonna do a couple of those next time I get the chance. So this has been Skate 36. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Later.